what I have in my pocket. The first pocket-sized telescope in the world, the DWARF Mini. I have here the smallest telescope in the world, the new DWARF Mini. This is actually a pocket-sized telescope that will fit in your pocket. It weighs 840 grams, less than 1 kilogram, and not only it's so small and easy to carry with you, but this is also a very good telescope with better optics compared with the older DWARF Smart telescope. It does come with a 6-element apochromatic lens, 150 millimeters focal length and 30 millimeters aperture. And let's see first an unboxing, and then we'll take out the phone and discuss the full specifications of the DWARF Mini. Breaking news, DWARF Mini Smart Telescope is here. DWARF Lab just sent it to me to beta test it. Let's see a first unboxing, and after let's talk about the specifications of the new DWARF Mini Smart Telescope. And this is the box. Bam. Look how small it is. The first 850 grams smart telescope. This is now the smallest smart telescope in the world. We have here a manual, cleaning cloth, and here it is, the telescope. And now let's take it out from the box. Inside we have also some accessories. We have here a charging cable. Let's see. And here we have a small filter. So here we have a filter, and this is a DWARF Mini. So small. There's my monitor, and there's a DWARF Mini. And also a new design. This seems a vertical design, not a landscape as it was the DWARF 3. Look how small it is. You can actually hold it in your hand like this. And let's turn it on. Okay. And we'll also go outside and place it on a tripod to see it better. Now let's check the specifications of the DWARF Mini. Operation system, iOS and Android. Data functions, Wi-Fi USB. It does have an USB port here for charging the DWARF Mini. Supports 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. This is really very good because I have some tablets that does have only 2.4 GHz Bluetooth. So I will be able to connect also with these older, smaller sized tablets of 7-inch. Let's go and check also the file formats, JPEG, MP4, FAT-TIFF, JPEG, MP4. Battery, we have a 7000 milliamps battery. Battery life will last 4 hours minimum for astrophotography. You can also charge it while you are imaging. Charging time 100 minutes. Charging power 22 volts. Charging port Type-C. And operation temperature, here is also important, it will work from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 45. So you can use this mini DWARF also in very cold temperatures. Dimensions around 100 by 183 by 60 millimeters. So this is really, really small, like the palm of your hand. Look, very, very small. And weight only 880 grams. So this weighs under 1 kilogram. So nice. I could go somewhere and go at a terrace, even in daytime, wait for nighttime and do some astrophotography there, and in daytime I could capture some faraway objects from the terrace and have some fun. Also, don't forget to check the description if you want to order the DWARF 3 Mini. Now let's check the telephoto lens specs. We have an aperture of 30 millimeters, so this is a little bit smaller than the DWARF 3 on the aperture, and the same focal length, 150 millimeters. Equivalent focal length of 1016 millimeters with a full frame camera sensor. Field of view, we have a diagonal of 45 degrees and sensor IMX662. The DWARF Mini has a 6-element apochromatic lens. So this should give Amazing results for DeepSky astrophotography. Sensor size 1 to 8 inch, shutter speed 1/1000 to 90 seconds maximum. Built-in filters, Astro, Dark and Dual Band. Maximum resolution 1920 by 1080, so we have a 2 megapixel sensor. Focus range from 5 meters to infinity, so you'll be able to image also closer objects even at 5 meters distance, or to film them. Shooting modes, photo, video, also burst time-lapse, so it misses the panorama feature. DWARF will be able to do also panorama, but here it doesn't show us this feature. Now let's check the wide-angle lens. Aperture 3.4 millimeters and focal length 6.7 millimeters. So it has a small focal length, similar with phone-size cameras. However, I think the quality will be much better, especially if you'll use this on the Milky Way. Equivalent focal length 45 millimeters. Would be similar with my 35 millimeters lens, but it will have the field of view probably shorter. In field of view, 50 degrees, 0.59 diagonal. Sensor size 1 to 2.8 inch. Shutter speed 1/10,000 of a second, 30 seconds. So 30 seconds seems to be the maximum exposure time for the wide field lens, but it's enough for Milky Way astrophotography. Built-in filter Astro, resolution 2 megapixels, Full HD, and shooting mode photo, video, Astro burst time-lapse, the same as the telephoto lens. Connection methods, Wi-Fi, USB. Memory and storage, 64 gigabytes internal memory. These were the settings of the DWARF Mini. I do want to point out that it does have the different design compared with the DWARF 2 and DWARF 3 telescopes. Before receiving it, I thought it might be similar with the Sistar S30, but have to say I do love this more, being so small, tiny and portable. So let's see how well it will perform. But having a 6-element apochromatic lens and built-in filters for astrophotography and also the capacity to capture the Milky Way, I have a very good feeling about the DWARF Mini Smart Telescope. Okay, so in the next part of the video, we'll also test it on DeepSky and the Milky Way. Before getting to the image results, I do want to show you first how to set up and use the DWARF Mini with the new app. And you have two available modes to use the DWARF Mini for DeepSky astrophotography. One is the Alt Azimuth mode and one is the Equatorial mode. Alt Azimuth mode is when you will place the telescope directly like on a table or on a normal photography tripod. And after that you can start imaging. Very simple to use. And the Equatorial mode, it's a little bit more complex. You will need to make also a polar alignment. If you're in northern hemisphere, you need to align to the star Polaris. And it does have an EQ mode feature that will help you align your telescope. Once you've decided if you'll use the telescope in Alt Azimuth or Equatorial mode, then it's very simple to start imaging. And I will slide it in. So we have the DWARF Lab logo facing towards south, and we'll just turn it again. So I made a mistake. So having the DWARF Lab pointing towards south and the logo and facing also up, and we have the power button on east. So I was in a hurry, I made a mistake. Now we'll check also visually to see if we are in the right position. To check where I believe is Polaris. And yeah, I believe it's there. I am ready. Next of 4 degrees. Be more precise. Let's see. It will show us another 4 degrees and 1 degree. And let's go to that area. In this case, I selected Equatorial mode, aligned to Polaris, and managed to get a very good alignment. After that, we have three modes of imaging to select from: general mode, deep sky, and planetary. I selected deep sky because I want to image the Orion Nebula. Here we have on the three dots the option to take dark frames. So if you have not taken the dark frames, you can select them. We have two options for tele and wide, interface, and here we have the new window for taking dark frames in the new app. So we have here the option of shutter, gain, resolution, count, and then start capture. And basically it will auto capture. It will use the Vis filter, I understand, to block the light and to capture the dark frames. After that, I've selected the Orion Nebula, tapped on it, and then the DWARF Mini will calibrate and use the go to feature to find the Great Orion Nebula, and we'll be able to start imaging in just a few moments. And we'll be able to start imaging really fast. Usually it takes less than a minute. Okay, it calibrated, it finds the position, and look, the Orion Nebula is there, is centered, and now we can start imaging. After we have our object in the center of the frame, we can proceed and press and tap on focus, use the autofocus feature. It will autofocus, and this will make our stars look very good and sharp. After autofocus is done, we can go on the next. After that, we can select parameter and adjust the other settings. We have options like auto parameter, quick apply, filter options like dual band or astro. We can use both on Orion Nebula. Usually we use astro filter on star clusters, galaxies, or reflection nebulas, and dual band for other targets like emission nebulas or when we have the full moon. After we've selected our filter, we can also select the other parameters. After we decided on the filter we will use, we will go and select our shutter speed. I selected 15 seconds and gain 60, and also the count, how many images you want in the stack. And here I went only with 30 images of 15 seconds, total 7 minutes and 30 seconds, to have the same amount of time as I did on the first test. Here I was comparing also the filters, and both did very good job and provided amazing results on Orion Nebula. Now let's continue and let's see the live stack. And here we have only a 7 minutes and 30 seconds stack. That we can also process it directly on the app. This is an amazing feature. We will click on Stellar Studio. Here we will select our image, and after that we have different options like auto, where it will do everything as default, or we can go for other custom options that we have on the right, including watermark. After that, software will process the image and we'll get an amazing astrophotography high quality image similar with the ones processed in PixInsight, without having to spend hours on processing or spending a lot of money on dedicated astrophotography software. So another advantage on having a DWARF telescope like the DWARF Mini. And we'll show you this in more details in another video, including a full tutorial how to use the DWARF Mini with the new app interface. Now it's time to show you also the astrophotography results that I got with the DWARF Mini so far. Let's wait for first image again with the DWARF Mini. Okay. The DWARF Mini does not have the panorama feature like the DWARF 3 or the tracking feature. However, it's still very capable of capturing beautiful scenery like these views of the edge of the town or with this old factory and even faraway mountains. The DWARF Mini can still be used for birding like the DWARF 3, as I mentioned before, without the tracking feature. It still can deliver exceptional image quality, even if it films in Full HD, not in 4K. Also, you can get beautiful timeless videos with both telephoto lens and wide field lens using the new DWARF Mini Smart Telescope. And this wraps up my full review of the DWARF Mini Smart Telescope after testing it for about 3 months. Honestly, this thing blew my mind. It was much better than I expected. For under $500 you're getting razor sharp stars, fast and accurate go-to, and exceptional star tracking that rivals telescopes twice the price. Whatever you're shooting, galaxies, nebula, star clusters, the moon or the sun, this little smart telescope delivers exceptional astrophotography images right out of your pocket. I love how it handles lunar and solar light stacking, automated dark frames, and even optimizes battery use. Plus, the new app experience makes setup and imaging much smoother than ever. If you've been waiting for the best budget smart telescope that really makes astrophotography simple, portable, and affordable, DWARF Mini is the right choice for you. If you found this review helpful, please drop a comment below, subscribe, and let me know which target you would like to capture with the DWARF Mini. And don't forget to check the filler links in the video description if you want to get your own DWARF Mini Smart Telescope. And I want to give big thanks to the channel members that supported the channel so far. It means a lot. If you want also to support the channel, don't forget to hit the join button and you'll get access also to my astrophotography data. We'll share more images soon. Upload was a little bit slower these few months because my old car died and had to find and buy a new car. So this is all for now, and I wish you all clear sky.